So you gotta grind. That's what I do. I grind, as I said before, because I've learned from experience about fucking off my money. Just paying the bills and fucking off the rest of the money. And sitting in regret now. Like, damn. You know what I mean? So someone in my house, they're like, oh yeah, you gotta pay it forward. You know, because I made a comment like, it's going off to work. And I'm like, yep, so I won't be homeless when I'm 60. So, you know what I mean? I wasn't arguing about it. Like, oh, everything will fit in if you don't worry about it, man. Worry about the day. And I'm like, people have their crazy freaking philosophies, man. That's just, Social Security is not really you're not gonna live good on it. So, just paying your bills and screwing off the money, I mean, everything's gonna fall into place. I mean, what the fuck? You know, it just doesn't work that way. And it's easier for older people to say that have their ducks in a row or something. Or, you know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? It's not the way it is, man. And plus, I have helped people. So, she's a little bit weird trying to sneak in a preach about how selfish she thinks I am because I work all the time or something, and I'm not given enough perceived. Perceived is the key word there. Attention. I'm there every day. I help. I've given more attention to my current situation than I've given anybody in my life. So, for me, that's just, your perception. It's your perception. And she's like, oh, yeah. And that's actually exactly what she was saying about, like, oh, you're only homeless if you think you are. Well, if you don't have enough money and you can't pay the rent, you're going to become homeless. Because if you didn't save any money, well, then what's going to happen to you? You know what I mean? Common sense, logic. So, you got to take responsibility and learn from your mistakes and go out there, pay the bills, go out there, work, and then put the money aside. Common sense. But some people have wacky freaking ideas, man, about how everything just fits into place. You know what I mean? It doesn't, yeah, I understand how money's not everything. But if you don't have any money, trust me, your life's going to fall apart because it's a tool, obviously. You got some people like, preaching to you because, they're always right and you can't fucking tell them anything, and they're telling you about how money's not anything. You know what I mean? It's just like wacky logic, man. And sometimes some of the people that have the strongest opinions, man, have the wackiest logic. And the same logic of, well, I'm just going to go out and get corona and develop an immunity to it. I'm not going to take the vaccine. Yeah, man. Good for you. That's your choice. You know what I mean? That's what you want to do because you know everything, and that's what you're going to do, and you're responsible for your behavior. You know what I mean? People, they're strong about their opinions, man, and they're off skew, and what can you do, man? There's nothing you can do. Just shake your head, man. It's just logic. If you pay your bills, you'll be good. But if you don't work extra to put something aside, obviously, it's not like the most in-depth brain wizard economic idea that if you don't put money aside when you get older, you know what I mean? You're going to make it easier for yourself because I can understand how money's not everything, but trust me, man, when people are struggling to get what they need because they don't have the money, it affects your mental health. It affects how you feel. and then in turn affects how you physically feel. So if you have a little bit aside, then you're actually happier because you're going to meet your needs, and then you feel even happier because, yeah, I've done the work. And I think that's a big part of the psychology of it, is like, yeah, you feel good because you've worked and you've earned it, and that you've wised up. And now, like I've wised up. I mean, obviously I spent money on my watch, but it's something I use, and I didn't blow my savings out on it. So yeah, you can spend money from here to there, you know what I mean? And plus, the state of California paid for it. They gave me $600. You know what I mean? I didn't have to touch my savings. So yeah, you feel better because you earned it, and so therefore then you're going to be happier. So if you have a philosophy of like, oh, everything fits into place, don't worry about it. And later on, when you don't have any money, man, you're going to be singing a different tune, man. It's just, I don't know what I mean, people. I didn't argue, you know. I let their preach preacher crazy logic, you know what I mean. Just people are people, man. Gotta pay your way. But me, I've helped people, and one thing I don't do is I don't advertise and let everybody know, hey man, I've helped this person. You know, I don't do that because it's fake in a way, you know what I mean? I mean, it's just, so I have paid it forward in the past, you know what I mean? So I could have been like, what the fuck you saying, man? You're talking way out of fucking pocket, dude. Don't know what the hell you're talking about. Yeah. You know, she's like, oh, well, I've brought someone to the grocery store and paid them and some groceries when they're homeless. I'm like, good for you. I did that the other day because I needed to take a shit, and I was at Starbucks, and so therefore I bought something, and I saw a homeless guy sleeping against the building, and I approached the guy. I'm like, hey, I'm not harassing you. Bought him the hard-boiled egg and that little healthy thing that Starbucks has, and 2 hard-boiled eggs, an apple, peanut butter, and some kind of bread thing, and then I bought him a coffee. You know what I mean? I didn't talk with him. I didn't preach to him. I approached him. Hey, I'm not bothering you, nothing, dude. Not trying to harass you, dude. And I just handed him the stuff, and then I went back to my car. You know what I mean? I didn't want to preach to him about, hey man, you need to do this, dude. You know what I mean? I didn't go around telling everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because it's stupid. You know what I mean? I just needed to buy something, and I was going to go running. You know what I mean? You know, it's good. And I've done other things for people. You know, I mean, it's just like, I don't know, man. Ego shit, right? I mean, I definitely try not to be too much of a narcissist, I guess. You know, when it comes to helping people, I'll either help you or I won't. But when I do help you, I'm not gonna make you look like shit, you know, and try to fucking, you know what I mean, grab my ego off that. You know what I'm saying? And I try not to make assumptions when I talk to people, assuming that you've never paid it forward and then preach to you bullshit that your fucking ideas are, because you fucking have been to this program. You know, sometimes some people that are the weirdest, are people who are in these self-help programs, you know what I mean? Professional victims. You know, they know how to point the finger at you and take no responsibility for their side of the story. You know, so that's what they've been taught. You know, so it's crazy. You know what I mean? People are abstract in their heads, man, and They can stand on a pedestal and preach to you, you know what I mean? But I'm not saying I'm a selfish person, and it's a topic. It's human nature, I'm not willing to sacrifice my economic life for anybody, you know what I mean? It's just, I wouldn't, and equally so, I would not want somebody to do that for me. For real. I don't want someone to be like contributing to me at the cost of themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not judging anybody. You know what I mean? I'm not. It comes across that way, but that's not what I mean. But, that's just for me. You know what I mean? So, I don't live on somebody else's dime. I don't. I don't live off my father. I don't. I don't borrow money from him. I don't take his money. I make my money. You know what I mean? So, I don't have to, grapple with the guilt of like morality, how bad of a person I am or whatever. Because part of making yourself feel better is to be able to, take responsibility for yourself, and so sometimes you kind of get sideways called out, and you shake your head, and you're like, people are crazy, man. People are crazy. Sometimes the pride, ego, people say things. It's okay for people to have an opinion, man. I'm not triggered by it. But I don't know. I guess I probably triggered her. But just by saying, yep, got to keep the bill man at bay. Got to go to work. Yeah. I mean, that's the last thing I want to have people saying. It's like, hey, yeah, that guy's a bum. He lives off his father, He's a deadbeat, Yeah, I'm saying. I mean, so it is what it is. People are people. I like the idea of being productive. And maybe that's the reason why fitness really has taken hold of my life too, is because I can see my productivity. So, I don't know. I'm going to make the money today. I started a little bit late because I ran. I've been running every day. Feeling good. My legs feel good. So, I hope you guys are doing well. And I appreciate the people who view my channel and keep coming back. Yeah, gotta put the nose to the grindstone. Yes. So simple. You go to work because you don't want to have to suffer later, right? That's what I do. That's part of what motivates me, is to learn the lessons of my past life, man. Spending all the money that I make. So you gotta learn. And when you learn that kind of lesson, and you've been in the pressure, you learn. You know what I mean? It gives you that motivation. I have to admit that, like, when I know I got my bills paid for the month, I do get lazier. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm purposefully getting lazier, but yeah. So I can see where the drive to work is fueled by what my obligations are. It's quite obvious, but it is what it is. But I don't have to work 16 hours a day every day now. I can actually kind of sign off at 7 o'clock, which is good. It's not as bad. So slowly but surely, I'll get my cars paid off, and once I'm free of the debt, get out of it. That's a lot of it too. It's like the reason why I'm out every day is because I have a fear of, like, is the government going to successfully, curtail the e-gig industry in a way that's going to make it unprofitable? Because I think the ABC bill would have made it against the rules to moonlight or to work multiple platforms. And a big way of making money as an e-gig worker is to work multiple platforms, not just to work one. So, time and a half overtime rules. Obviously, they're going to curtail that. I don't really think as an employee, I mean, from the tax bracket that you're going to be in, that you're going to make more money. I don't really think so. I know there's a lot of people who strongly believe you're going to make more money as an employee, but I just don't believe that. I don't really think so. So you learn. I have the chance to make the money now. I don't want to waste it, because next year or two, it could be even sooner, I get deactivated. That's relatively easy to get deactivated in this game. So, you know what I mean? It's not like, I can understand that is the reason people want to be an employee, but California, it's an at-will state. Nebraska's an at-will state. So it's not like you're unfireable. They could easily they monitor your speed. They see you go over the speed limit 5 miles per hour at a time period. Boom. They can cite that as safety, and there's not really much you can do, I don't think. Right. So, you know what I mean? It's easy to get rid of people. It's not like you're unfireable. Like some unions, I worked at the college, heard the stories of someone getting caught passed out drunk at work. They suspended him for 2 days and he still was able to work, dude. You know what I mean? People calling out sick like every week and not getting fired. Yeah. I was like, wow. The union's strong. You know what I mean? It goes, that's crazy. It's like calling out sick 2 times a week, every week. It's crazy. And they're not sick. They're just going, they're taking time off work because they're partying and shit. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Woo. Some union jobs are like that. But trust me, as an employee, and this, it wouldn't be like that. It's not that strong. So, yeah. I just, you don't want to waste your time. That's my idea. So I have the opportunity to earn right now. While it's good, and I'm taking advantage of it. Because I'm not in my 20s anymore. So, but yeah. But I have the fitness age. Man, I'm not. For $11? No. That's a no-tip order right there. I'm not doing that. Plus, it's way over there. Chick-fil-A is good, though. They're fast. You don't have to wait around for them. They're a machine. Starbucks is a machine. They're pretty good. So, I'll let you guys go. And thank you.